Okay, so now we've got to do the neck. Something I'm going to do right away here is back in the ear. Some of these, I can tell already, this is a great place to kite back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these vertices and I'm just going to go and hit combine, or this merge vert, mash, whoop. I'm just going to increase the distance and that didn't do anything, so let's go and hit 10, boop, done. And then you just take this edge out and you've got a quad. And I'll just take this and this. Maybe instead of combine or merge, what I'll do is I'll hit collapse edge. Okay, and there we go. And I might even do like that back here too. G, and then I can just take that edge and go delete. Done. So I just got a few less polys to worry about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this edge and this edge and this edge. And we got kind of the neck back here. I'm just going to go to the side view. And with the side view, I can just go ahead and hit extrude. And when I hit extrude, I'll just pull this down here. Actually, just hold on a sec. One thing, when I hit extrude, I'm just going to switch from local to global, pull it down. I think I'm just going to grab a little bit of rotate tool action. There we go. And again, that's hair, so I'll just go and hit extrude again, and I'll switch from local to global, or I'll just hit the move tool. I'll hit G. Sometimes I just find it much easier just to go and hit the move tool. Then that way it's basically global. I'll hit G, move it there. So now it's tucked into the kind of shirt. Okay, and let's take a look at that in perspective. How does that look? Okay, that's not too bad. That's relatively decent. I'm just going to grab that edge there. Let's go to the side view again. And I'm going to use this to kind of trace out the edge here, and I'll just kind of do something like this, and I'll go ahead and hit G. See, when you have one edge selected when you're extruding, you don't have to worry about them behaving kind of funky. Like if you have a couple of them, it behaves a little bit funky. So we'll do something like this, and I think maybe one more down into here, and I'm going to go ahead and there, that'll call that good. Okay, so we got the profile of the neck pretty much figured out. And remember that you can grab these edges here, and maybe if I hit B, go and push them in a bit. There. Okay, nice. Also, there's a muscle behind the neck here, the sternomastoid cletus or whatever. Kind of comes down into this area here. It's not very defined here. It looks way too relaxed and mellow, like a criminal. And what I'm going to do is I notice it comes down behind the ear. I typically go and grab this. I'm just going to go and hit that and turn that off. Let's see. Actually, I'm just looking at this, and you know what? I could actually reduce the polys really quick if I grab this one, and they're kitty-cornered to each other, but it's mash. Done. Just get rid of some polys. Okay, cool. And I'm just looking, and I think it's actually going to be this one here is going to give me the better one. So I'm just going to move something like this. And I just noticed as well, I've got an extra edge. Let go of the edge. Come on. Edge. Vertice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, great. Delete. And I'm just going to take this edge here. And that's sitting out a bit. Let's go and rotate that. Okay, I'm going to move it back a little bit, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit extrude. I'm just going to pull that thing right over to here, and just rotate it around. Okay, nice, very nice. And I'll just kind of hit global, and of course global goes up here. This is an Autodesk feature where they've done this stupid thing. I'll do something like that. Okay, I'll go back to local. Going to do something like this. Okay, great. There, that should be good right there. Okay, and you can see some funky things happening back here. That's cool. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and add divisions. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'm going to have to use the insert edge loop tool to fix that. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to do an append right here. I'll probably come back and change that later on. Okay, hit the insert edge loop, and I'm just going to try to match up here here. So it's going to go across there and here. And I feel like there should be one more, say right there. Okay. And I'm just looking for ways to quickly go in and start to plunk some of this stuff together. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit G, repeat the last tool command. So I'm appending like a fiend. There, and I hit G. And I'm not sure how I feel about this area up in here, but it feels like it almost needs another edge loop going through here. And I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to, let's see, how do I want to do this one? You can see it. It's like right here. If I put it like in a bunch of edges right across here, if I go and I grab my split, and from here to here, that's going to help define my cranium. And then, if I went in and I grab this thing and I go and I hit delete, that becomes an N-gon. I'm just going to take this one and I'm going to collapse it. I'm just holding down Shift, and that gives me the collapse feature. And I'll just go in here and do something like that. And I'll split from here to here. There we go. And I could probably sculpt that thing afterwards, but that's looking not too bad. It's a little bit weird, but that's okay. Somebody's got the barbecue. Okay, I can smell it in the distance. Okay, and I'll go and I'll do something like this. And hit enter here. And then I got this section in here to worry about, the neck. Okay. And it'll probably be kind of faster. Let's see. Actually, let's do the back side of the neck first. Take this all the way to here, and I realize I missed something, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit extrude. And it's going to switch from local to global. Pull this down a bit, pull it over this way a bit. I'll just switch to the move tool, and I'm going to deselect that one so this stays kind of locked here. It kind of stays the same. And I can probably go ahead and grab the append tool, go from here to here. Great. Hit G. I'll go from there to there, and I will put that in. Okay, great. And then I have a big section here that I can start to work with. I'll just go in here and close it off. And where is it? Fill hole. Okay, so I can start to figure this thing out. So what have I got here? If I go on ahead and get my split polygon tool, and again, this always just feels like some kind of weird game to me. Do something like that. I'm just looking for a way to reduce the polys as I go. And this is going to frustrate you to no end when you're learning how to do this. Actually, I just see something here. I'm just going to take this one. I'm going to move it up a little bit because that helps support that jaw line in there. What does that look like on the other side? Trying to get that jaw in there. This feels a little bit like the volume isn't quite there. Going to take these and pull them up this way a little bit. And if I grab this tool, I can kind of see that filling out. And I'm just middle clicking right now, and you see that one's yellow. So you can actually see that I'm adjusting just that one edge. Okay. Probably got to sculpt that a bit later, right? Okay. And back here to this, let's see, and if I go something like this, and I'm just thinking if there's a fast way to reduce the poly count here, is that going to work? I kind of like, hit backspace here. I kind of like it if I can find a way to reduce the polys, but I still want to keep kind of a straight line kind of coming down here. So I'm going to do something like this. That becomes an N-gon, or no, that's a quad. Okay. And as we're coming down here, I'm just going to go straight to here and cut across. Take this thing, and I'm going to cut across to here. Okay, and as we're getting around this Adam's apple area here, trying to figure out where I want to kite this thing. I almost feel like I could kite right in here and get away with it, and no one would really know. Okay, and so we've got a big N-gon. We've got 6 edges here. If I just go and I split from here to here, whenever you have 6 edges, you can split across like that. And I don't like that. Let's just see what it looks like after I do some quick sculpting. Right click, and if I go to Paint, Sculpt, boom, I'm on the Sculpt tool. And I'll just go and hold down Smooth here, Smooth, Smooth, Smooth. Okay, and see how I like that? Okay, and actually I can see there's some neck problems here. What are we at, 10 minutes? Okay, so I'm just going to go in and I'm going to grab my Move tool, and let's go ahead and grab a verti. I'm just going to hit B. Let's go to the front view. See the neck is way too skinny. And I'll just go ahead and make my drop off a bit bigger. All right, it looks good there. I'm just going to reselect again. By reselecting, basically you're playing with the drop off again. You're changing how the drop off works. Okay, there, I got this out. Okay, it looks like it needs some more work up there, but I can't see that, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab this. Okay, and I think that's probably pretty good. Okay. And let's just go back and grab that stinking sculpt tool again, and I'll just smooth this down. I should be reusing a bit more of the relax function right now. And I'm not sure how I feel about this area right here, but we've got the general head finished. Oh my goodness. Okay, and now I've got to go in and start tweaking some points and changing some things. I'm going to stop the video here.